Myanmar delivering its defense to the United Nations top court in a landmark case against charges that it failed to abide by a convention on genocide. Judges on the International Court of Justice have been weighing allegations by the Gambia that Myanmar committed genocide against the minority Rohingya in 2017. Myanmar has dismissed what it has called unsubstantiated claims, arguing the military acted in 2017 in a, quote, counter-terrorism operation. Will Denselow joins us live from CNA from Brussels. Will, of course, the Gambia, which filed this case, has been presenting its case since Monday this week. It's now Myanmar's turn to make its defense. What has it said so far?
That's absolutely right. Unsubstantiated was a key takeaway we've heard so far as Myanmar starts to present its defense. The message we heard from Myanmar's officials was very clear that they said that this case would ultimately be decided on the basis of facts and not what they described as emotional language or blurry factual pictures. They say there'll be no substitute for that going forward. Myanmar's representative also laying out just the significance that this would have, saying that essentially this is incredibly important for the country's reputation and its future, also justifying its activities in the past, saying that they weren't prepared to sit, as they describe it, idly by while they faced this terrorist insurgency. That's the message from Myanmar. Of course, earlier this week, we heard a strong counter to that narrative from the Gambia as they presented their case, where they said that the Rohingya population were targeted for destruction. This, of course, all comes after that UN report we saw in recent years, where they described the activities carried out from 2017 as a textbook case of ethnic cleansing, something that Myanmar has repeatedly refuted.
All right, well, this case will be decided in large part by what counts as legally violating conventions on genocide. In other words, this would set the precedent for any country bringing the case of genocide against another country.
That's absolutely right. And the Gambia has been keen, though, to make the point that this is not just a scholarly exercise, albeit the first time that this kind of genocide case has really been deliberated on in a number of years at the UN's top court in the world. They say that this impacted real people. We'll be hearing real stories. Of course, we're expecting eyewitness personal accounts that will be behind closed doors, so away from the press in the coming days, as well as part of this deliberation that's expected to last around 3 weeks. The verdict, well, that could be months, if not years away, but the significance seen as absolutely crucial, not only for the reputation and future of Myanmar, as representatives said, but of course, when it comes to global precedents that could be set, all eyes will be on the verdict, especially through the prism that, let's not forget that South Africa has brought a genocide case against Israel for its actions in Gaza as well. So plenty of observers will be very keen to see how exactly this case will shape out in the future, just to see what kind of ramifications that could have for other cases, most namely that of this alleged acts of genocide in Gaza, something, of course, that Israel has also vehemently refuted.
Thanks. Will Denselow reporting live for CNA from Brussels. Of course, Myanmar presenting its case starting today into Tuesday of next week.